WeatherTRAK 2-wire. Is it H2O or PBT? Did you know that WeatherTRAK sells and supports two different versions of 2-wire? You're most likely familiar with our current model, the WeatherTRAK H2O 2-wire. By 2018, HydroPoint had its own patent on 2-wire technology. So in the last half of 2018, we released the WeatherTRAK H2O 2-wire that is a 2-wire made entirely by HydroPoint hands. So we're fully responsible for the controller and all of the decoders in the field. The H2O comes in wall mount, pedestal mount, and chassis mount configurations, available in a 48 station, a 96 station, and a 200 station version for your 2-wire needs. It can also handle 3 2-wire paths, and you can choose to either directly connect as many as 4 flow sensor and master valve setups, or you have the option to add those components onto the 2-wire path. But before the 2018 release of the H2O 2-wire, WeatherTRAK did have another 2-wire called WeatherTRAK PBT, or Powered by 2-Core, that we still continue to sell and support. In this video, we'll put the two side by side and tell you some high-level differences between the two, so you can quickly tell what type of WeatherTRAK controller you have if you find a WeatherTRAK 2-wire in the field. Let's move on to looking at the details of the WeatherTRAK Powered by 2-Core. This one is easily identified by the two different interfaces. The thing about the WeatherTRAK Powered by 2-Core is that all of the WeatherTRAK logic, or all of the power of the features in the cloud, belong to the WeatherTRAK panel. Then we send it to the 2-core interface, and the 2-core interface takes the WeatherTRAK logic and turns it into a 2-wire signal, and the 2-core manages all the devices along the 2-wire path. So you've got your WeatherTRAK logic separate from your 2-wire logic. And all of this is designed for the 2-wire logic. Like, you have the 2-core interface, and that is, to me, the easiest thing to identify. If you come up on a 2-wire and you've got a WeatherTRAK interface and a second interface below it, that is the Powered by 2-Core. You'll read it on the bottom of the display. Powered by 2-Core is what you're looking at there. Notice by comparison that the H2O doesn't have the second panel, the second interface. All of the information for the entire controller comes through the display. So, an easy way to identify Powered by 2-Core, look for the two interfaces, look for the Powered by 2-Core. The other big indication is the color of the decoders, right? With all 2-wire systems, the decoders are proprietary. So with the Powered by 2-Core system, we have the 2-core decoders that are the small blue decoders that have the white and blue wires on them. One easy way of telling whether you have the H2O or Powered by 2-Core is the color of the decoders, right? The Powered by 2-Core decoders are blue, where by comparison, the H2O decoders are the little black guys with the LED lights on the top, right? The advantage here is this is made by HydroPoint, right? HydroPoint hands made all of this, so we don't have to partner with anybody to get it done. If you look by comparison, you'll notice that the Powered by 2-Core platform has a 48 or 96 station capacity, but not the 200. The 200 station capacity is exclusively available on H2O. It's also got a different wiring configuration that just has 2 ports instead of 3 to manage 2 main 2-wire paths. But it's still capable of managing 4 master valves and flow sensors either directly or on the 2-wire path, and 4 pump starts only available on the 2-wire path. And the main difference between the Powered by 2-Core and the H2O is that the PBT will have the 2-core interface below and the blue decoders. Remember, this is most prevalent on projects that started before 2018. But all of this hardware is still supported, so if you need new decoders or any support with the product, you still run that through our support team. And we actually still sell it in case your project started before 2018 and you want to finish the project in a similar style platform. So there are some sites that installed after 2018 using the Powered by 2-Core platform. And more important than what makes these controllers different is what makes them the same. Because once these controllers make it to WeatherTRAK Central or WeatherTRAK Mobile, the features are identical, so the management is exactly the same. So for manual irrigation, it's the same process. Whether you're running manual irrigation from the mobile or from the controller or from online, you still test the system the same way. You also handle all of the controller programming, whether that's station programming or days and times. The two controllers program the same way from both WeatherTRAK Mobile and WeatherTRAK Central. Setting up flow sensors and learning flow is exactly the same on both platforms. The reporting and all of the different reports that you can pull look identical regardless of the platform that you're running, as well as all of the mapping and other advanced WeatherTRAK features. It's important to understand as a WeatherTRAK user that this information is tied to the serial number, so as soon as you look it up online or call customer service, they'll know exactly whether it's H2O or powered by 2-core. You can also find that information on the displays of the central and the mobile if you're looking for it. The main thing to understand is that these two hardware platforms change how we manage the field components and the troubleshooting that happens in the field, but the day-to-day management of the two is identical.